Hello, welcome to the channel. If you haven't been here before, I'm Claire, and today I have another M&S shop for you. We're going shopping to a larger store. We're looking at the M&S Holiday Shop this week. So lots of separates, dresses, all sorts of things in the summer collection there at Marks and Spencer's. So I hope you're going to join me for that. And then I've got some pieces to show you at home. Once I get home, I've got a few items to show you and I'll show you them styled up and things. Plus I've got some new shoes to show you this week. So let's get on with it. So before I show you any more, I wanted to show you a couple of pairs of shoes that I've had new in. They're from Vivaia. So you may remember I did some Vivaia work last year, worked with them and showed you some shoes. They're an interesting company. They're very into sustainability. All their shoes are made from ocean plastic bottles, recycled plastic bottles, and they're very much into comfort and style. Two pairs I've got to show you today. I'm sure, as you know, mesh shoes are very on trend at the moment, and I've got these beautiful square toe Margot Mary Janes, and I got them in this red colour because I haven't got anything quite like this. I have got one pair of Mary Janes in a neutral sort of tan colour, so I thought these would be ideal. So I'll just show you them in a little bit more detail. So very stylish, very on trend, as you can see. Breathable as well because of the mesh upper, so nice and cool in the summer. Cushioned insole, you can see in there a nice cushioned insole. Bounce back arch, which means that you've always got a bit of support. You know, some ballet flats are not very supportive at all, and that's not very good for you if you're walking around for a long time on a very, very flat shoe. There's no arch support at all. So you've got plenty of arch support there. You've also got heel padding. So at the back here, you've got extra padding to ensure that you don't get any blisters, which obviously is quite important in hot weather when you may be wearing them barefoot. There is a bit of a trend as well, you can wear them with ankle socks as well, but I think a lot of us might be wearing them barefoot in the summer, so that's great that they thought about the blistering side of it. So you can see how flexible and bendy they are actually ideal for putting in a handbag if you want to take a flat pair of shoes somewhere. So that's perfect. And they're machine washable, which is great in the summer. You know, if you do get them a bit grubby or a bit sweaty or whatever, then that's fantastic. You can actually just put them in the machine and you're fine to go. Also, they have an adaptable strap. So if you have a look at the strap here, this actually is slightly stretchy, so it's comfortable, and this little buckle can be fixed at any point along the strap, so you can always make it exactly right for the width of your foot. So very comfortable, and they're very versatile. Obviously I'm going to be able to style these with summer dresses, as well as, you know, linen trousers, crop trousers, longer trousers. Really versatile, and they're also very light. Again, you know, very easy to transport if you need to put them in your bag or whatever, to have a pair of ballet flats available for you. But I thought they were a lovely pair of shoes, and really happy to be styling those up with some of the things I'll show you later. Second pair of shoes, I'll just show you the ones I got last year first of all. So these are the Cara Adaptable sandals. I got them in the beigey neutrally colour last time, wore them an awful lot last summer, but they've now actually updated these slightly, and there's now a new version, the Cara 2.0. So let me show you. He chose them in this lovely blue colour. You know, I'm quite into blue at the moment, the sort of light denim colour for summer. So these are the Cara Adaptable sandals. A few things have changed on them. You can see they have a slight platform there, which is great if you want a little bit of extra height. It does give you an extra inch, but they're not too high, obviously. So they're nice and flat. The actual footbed is flat and comfortable. So a few changes they've made here. We've got these rolled edge straps, which are particularly good for no friction, so you're not so likely to get blisters or anything there. They've also got an elastic strap, so this strap at the back is actually stretchy, and can you see they've got the extra padding there at the back? So again, that's really sort of a comfort cushion there to make sure you don't get any blisters at the back there. So they're fantastically comfortable. They've got a heel pillow as well, so nice and squashy there. You can see they're actually quite soft there, give you a bit of support but a bit of comfort. They've got the elastic strap, as I said, and they're lightweight again. Even though they look substantial, they're very light, so comfortable and light if you're walking around in the heat. And they've got arch support as well, again in here, so you've got no problems with your feet feeling too flat there. You know, they've got the arch support. And again, I'd style these with summer dresses, I'd style them with the linen trousers, shorts, very versatile. And the colour is perfect if you like the lighter denim in the summer. So I'm very much into the blues at the moment, as you'll know if you saw my video last week. So perfect sandals. So you might be seeing those in some of the footage I show you later. I am going to have a discount code for you, so I'll put that on the screen and I'll put it in the description box as well so you can see. So well worth the investment, the beautifully comfortable shoes, but you can still feel on trend and stylish. So I do really recommend the Vivaia shoes. So here we are in the M&S holiday shop. This is a striped blue dress and a dark pink raspberry colour version, very similar to the striped dress I bought a couple of weeks ago. I'll show you that later again. £50, so they're linen rich dresses with the sort of corset style top. Then we've got a striped skirt here. This is linen rich again, sort of brown stripe with the ruching around the waist. That was £36. That looked really nice, I thought. And then we're going to see some swimwear briefly there. I'll just show you along the row there. Oh, first of all, you can see that dress, a similar dress there in the dark blue. I'll show you another one of those. Then we've got quite a lot of orange in the swimsuits there, you can see. Not a lot of support. I'll talk to you about that later with the swimwear this year. And you can see there's some pictures of the models and what they're promoting. Lots of linen, as you can imagine here, and linen mixes. So we've got the plain linen trousers there. They're £28. Some interesting brown swimwear with the sort of animal print, etc. I will go through some of the swimwear with you later. And what else have we got here? More linen trousers, slightly different styles, reasonable prices there around the £28. Love this Kaftan cover-up type dress. Thought that was really nice and a good price there, £38. It's slightly sheer, but because it's a darker black colour, I thought you could actually, you know, that would be reasonably covering. I think that you wouldn't have a problem with that. Lovely dress that. I also really like this black Broderie shirt with linen, which was £38. That's a slightly shorter shirt, which I thought would work for some people. You know, they are very long often, the linen shirts, aren't they? More swimwear here with black and white design in a few different items there. Quite like that black and white. That would go with the kaftan dress, wouldn't it? And what else have we got? So we're just looking along the row here. We've obviously got denim shorts and things. I think we'll see some more of those later as well. And what have we got here? Oh yeah, I really like this as well. It's a really beautiful red broderie type cover-up dress. Nice deep V-neck there. That's £55, but I really did like that. Thought that was quite tempting. And again, because it's the sort of bright red colour, it's going to be fairly covering, you know, even though it is a little bit transparent. Here we've got a striped dress in a slightly different design. Again, linen rich. That's £46. Then some white cords and things there. There's various different ones that they're doing, and more are coming into stores all the time. And then we've got the cami style top. This is the same as the striped dress I have, but this is just the top, and that comes in at £36. I think that's quite pretty if you don't want the whole dress or you've got a white skirt to wear with it. There's the striped dress, the dress version, which I do have. £50 the dress is. Then I found something really interesting, this blue shirt style cover-up dress, but very long line, almost sort of maxi length. Thought this was a good price, £36. You can see it's that crinkle texture. Thought that could be very flattering on a lot of people. You've got the long sleeves there, but they're not too puffy, and you've got the length to elongate you, and the buttons you can do up as many as you want. More swimwear there. You can see the deep pink colour and the sort of bright cornflower blue colour. And we've got a deep pink swimsuit here, £36. That was quite nice. And that's the long dress I've just shown you. Then here we've got a little white cord set with the blue flower detailing. Thought that was pretty. Again, possibly more for younger shoppers, but you know, if you're slim and in your 50s, you may well get away with that. The top, sorry, was, let's have a look at the price. I think it's £28. Yeah, £28. Pretty design there. Possibly could just about get away with a bra strap under that if it's not too wide. And then the shorts here are a bit more dear, £30 with the drawstring there. And again, the white is a little bit see-through, so you might have to think about what you were wearing the swimming costume underneath. Then the white dress there, you can see it's a short dress. I'll show you that on the model in a minute. Then we've got, oh, this was a nice co-ord. This is a dark pink or sort of raspberry pink co-ord broderie set with the shorts and the shirt there with a little tie on it, you can see. Thought that was really pretty and a little bit less transparent. That was cotton, I think. So let's have a look at the price. The top there was £30 and the shorts are, I think they're a little bit cheaper, £24. You can see pretty there, nice broderie design on the shorts there. Thought that was a nice little co-ord. I'll show you that on the model in a minute. Then we've got that pink swimsuit there again. Some bikinis there. A lot of this square neck design going on with bikinis and swimsuits. I'll talk to you about that in a minute. And then we've got lots of shorts here. These are all, I think, £22. Drawstring denim and linen shorts there. That's that little co-ord set again. And there it is on the model, you can see. And in the background, there's the white dress there, which is a bit more expensive actually. And we're not in the linen shop now. This is a slightly different area here. So these aren't linen trousers. They're a sort of crinkle sort of effect fabric there, but with the drawstring and the pockets, wide leg, and they're £26, so slightly cheaper than the linen ones. And they also come in shorts, which look quite nice. I think these are less likely to crease, this fabric, £20 there for the shorts. Thought they look quite nice, and if you don't like the creasing of linen, that might be a good idea. Quite like these little dresses here. Now they're just short little cover-up beach dresses, or maybe even play suits. I'm not sure. I thought they were dresses, but they're obviously, I think they are linen because the price is a little bit higher. So let's have a look at those. Thought they were quite sort of fun, quite pretty. If you like a shorter dress, that's £40. I think they're both £40 there. They were quite nice. And then some other shorts here. Now again, these aren't linen. These are, I think, a polyester blend. And some people didn't like the fabric when I looked on the reviews. But I think, again, they probably wouldn't crease as much. They've got quite a thick elasticated band at the top and the two little buttons. And again, I think they do have pockets. They're £20, so quite a good value pair of shorts there. And look at these jelly shoes. I'm sure we all remember those from the 90s and things, 2000s. But they're £20 if you want to get back into that trend. We've got the bright orange there and the black or brown. And another little set I saw, this was quite nice. The linen check here, the brown check. It's actually a brown and a sort of off-white. Little top there with the frill around the armholes, £34. And then matching long wide leg trousers there. And they were £30. Thought they were quite nice, a little co-ord set. The top wouldn't really suit my shape, but it could work on some people. And here we've got one of the typical sort of linen type shirts. This is a slight crinkle effect, sort of slight stripe to it. And it's £26 there in the brown colour. I'm sure they do other colours of that as well. Sorry about the lighting there. And a nice little set here comes with the shirt. Got their sort of star, palm and star print sort of design on it. And that was, let's have a look at the price there, £30. I think that's a linen mix blend there. And it comes with some nice little shorts as well. I don't think I picked up the shorts, but nice little set, a slightly shorter shirt there. Then looking at the bags, we've got these straw bags here. Now the one with beading on there has been very popular. That's £50. It's been in lots of the M&S adverts. And then we've got these tote bags there, £26. And lots of hats, a whole variety there of hats, mainly in the neutrals, the whites and the browns. Various prices from sort of 15 to £25, something like that. And then we've got that little checkered bag there is £36. And we've got those little jelly bags. They've been quite popular as well. I'm not sure of the price. I'll put that on the screen for you. And then we've got some fringed bags. So this one, very unusual, very hula girl, isn't it? This fringed bag here, thought that was nice. And I'll come back to them individually and show you the prices, but have a look at some of those designs. Really unusual. So the fringed bag here, zip at the top, that's £46. And it's got that detachable strap, you can see. Then we've got the red, brown and cream bag there, £43. Sort of tote straw bag there. And then we've got the same colourways but a different bag with the zip across the top there, that was £40. Like these little handbags, thought that blue one was nice. That would go nice with my blue blazer, wouldn't it, that I bought last week. That's £43. Thought that was lovely actually, really like that. And then we've got a black straw bag there. It has the drawstring at the top, which is good. You can sort of secure your possessions a bit more in there like that. That was nice as well, £50. And again, some more of those checkered bags. I hope you enjoyed that look around the shop. There were so many things to see. In fact, you don't need to really go anywhere else other than M&S, do you, for your holiday shop? There's so many different things there, so much variety that it's not like the old days where you go somewhere and you'd be worried someone else was wearing the same dress as you or the same whatever. There's so many things to choose from and they don't stay in store that long, so you've got to be quick when they are there. A lot of this holiday stuff will sell out. I'm going to be doing a bit more about swimwear another week. But I think at the moment I'm going to show you some of the items that I've got. I've also had a small order online, which unfortunately has been delayed a bit. So there's a couple of items I'll try and insert a bit later in the week. I'll show you those as well. First of all, let me just remind you a couple of pieces that I've already got from the M&S shop. So I've got this dress. If you remember, I got the striped one. Now I have already on order got the check one. There's a brown and sort of white cream check one. I've got that coming and I'll try and show you that in a minute. So I'll show you both of these on. So this is showing it with the little phase 8 cardigan jacket. So using it more as a skirt. And then in the other one, I've got it with my linen blazer. So you can see quite a versatile little dress there. I also already have a pair of linen trousers. So I did keep these ones from my M&S haul. I also kept the white jumper that I got from Marks and Spencer's, if you remember. And these trousers are beautiful. As you saw, they come in lots of different colours. This is the blue and white stripe, but I highly recommend these. Really nice piece from M&S for the summer. Lots of different options there. So those two items I had in already. Another couple of things I've got to show you. I did buy this skirt. So this is the, it says Maxi, it's sort of a mid-axi length on me. The Maxi skirt, it's the brown stripe, and then it has a slight drop waist with this elasticated panel here. Now I do like this, it's a lovely length on me actually, I do like the length. Fabric feels lovely. However, the stretchiness here, it's not that supportive. So I feel it clings a little bit on my tummy, but with the right top on it, you wouldn't really notice that. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that. It has the little drawstring ties at the side there, so you can tighten the waistband. But it's a lovely feeling skirt, a very versatile, just a little white t-shirt with this and some flip-flops or sandals and you're done. So I would recommend this. I got this in a size 12 and it was £36 as I showed you on the video. I did really like it, so I thought I'd try it. Not sure if I need another skirt at the moment, so I may not keep that, but it is a lovely piece. The other thing I got, which I really like, is the blue shirt dress. Now this really is a lovely long midi, well actually maxi dress. It's actually, you know, really down to my ankle. It's a beautiful colour, lovely crinkle effect fabric, which is good. It doesn't really notice any creases. I did get it in the size 12 and it was £36. And I just feel so comfortable in this. I mean, it's ideal as a cover up. You can do as many buttons up as you want, but you know, if you want to show your legs a bit, you can leave the ones at the bottom open and you still feel you're covered on top here. It covers your arms, covers some of your neck. Now I find some of these dresses with the very low V, the cover-ups, if you're feeling a little bit burnt on your chest there, you don't really want more sun, and the cover-up really maybe should cover that area. So again, this is perfect. You can do the buttons up at the top if you want, or you can have them open. And as I said, at the bottom, you can vary that as well. And I think for £36, that was a great bargain. So you can see it here on just as it is, not highly styled there. And you can see it goes with the Vivaia shoes, the blue sandals, and it looks lovely with those red shoes there, the Mary Janes. So I've put a belt on the right there with the basket bag and the red Mary Janes. So you can get an idea of how you could style it up more as just a dress. And you can see the fabric there close up. So really like that. Next week I'll show you more how I'd style it with swimwear. I really, really like this piece, and I'm really excited to wear it later in the summer. So that's the pieces I've got to show you from the holiday shop. Just a couple of words for my viewers who've been watching over the last few weeks. You may be wondering what I have kept from my hauls and what I haven't. Well, as you know from the Marks and Spencer's one the other week, I did keep the white jumper and the linen trousers. And from the Crew clothing haul, I did keep the white cardigan and I kept the vest top. And then I was going to send this back, but my partner said he liked the colour so much that he said he'd buy it for me. So I ended up with this cardigan as well. It's quite a warm fabric, this one. I mean, it's cotton, so it's not hot and sweaty, but it's fine at the moment. It's been perfect for the sort of weather we've been having, where it's been bright and breezy, but you know, can be a little bit on the chilly side if you're not in the sun. So it's been ideal with that. One other item I have kept is the blazer, the Jules blazer. A lot of you said you like this, and I have been wearing it all the time at the moment. It's just been the perfect weather, as I said, sort of a bit bright and breezy, a little bit warm in the sun, but can be a bit chilly out of it. And this has been the perfect weight. So I'm going to leave you at the end with some views of my Dorset life, you know, some of the countryside and things. And you may see me in this. You may also see me in my new Vivaia shoes as well at some point. So hopefully you'll stay at the end to have a look at that. So hope you enjoyed the video this week. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Give me a like, maybe a thumbs up, or even a hype. That would be fantastic. My views are doing really well at the moment, so please keep doing that. It's making me feel very positive and wanting to keep going with these vlogs. So thank you for that. And I hope you stay at the end and have a look. As I say, I've got a few scenes of places I've been this week in Dorset. If not, I'll see you again next week. So goodbye.